Alright, so what's good today? We've got 30 days of cold showers. I actually completed more than 30 days because it's the 4th of April now, but I started on the 2nd of March and that's 33 days. So 33 days benefits, but I'm gonna name 30 days because that sounds more audibly pleasing, I would say. But yeah, I'm going to cover the benefits that I've seen. I actually did some research as well to check the actual scientific benefits and not just this kind of like pseudoscience, like bro science kind of stuff. Okay, if you take cold showers, you're gonna become some next invincible creature. But I actually looked at some research that I did that actually contributed, that made sense to why cold showers actually work and why I'm not doing this for no reason. Let's get into it. The reason why I started cold showers to begin with is because I heard that improves your discipline, and that's one thing I'm actually trying to like get better at recently, because I wouldn't say it's been slacking, but like I feel like anything and everything I can do to improve it, I probably should do. So yeah, so that's why I started to make sense, because in the mornings I sometimes feel quite tired, and it's been said to wake you up in the mornings because obviously cold water is not going to be the most pleasing thing first thing in the morning. So that's why I did that. I also did it because I wanted to actually create a better morning routine as well, because if I have something that I do every morning, I can add things on top of that. There's this thing called habit stacking. So after you make one habit, you can add a habit on top of that and create a whole routine from that of successful good habits. That's another reason why I did it. Okay, I've talked about why I did it now, but let's talk about the benefits. What benefits I experience? I'll say, as I said before, there was actually an improved level of discipline. Like, I think my discipline improved from when I started those cold showers to now, because I think my discipline is much better. Even though I've had like a few off days, I think that's maybe because of like burnout or something, for example. But we'll get back on it. I'm making this video to get back on it. But discipline, I think discipline is the best thing that comes from it, because you're doing something uncomfortable every day. And usually when you do something uncomfortable, you actually build discipline. You build this kind of mental hardening. You kind of callous your mind, as David Goggins says. You callous your mind so you get more comfortable with actual stuff that is not comfortable. You don't find comfortable, if that makes sense. Another interesting benefit that I found that my skin got a little bit better. My skin's not even the best now, but my skin was horrendous like even a month ago, even like a few weeks ago. But I felt like that improved. But that makes sense because I was doing some research and it says that hot water can actually like cause more acne to appear on your face. So not using hot water for an extended period of time probably reduced the likelihood of it coming on my face. Wait.
What did he say?
Oh, okay. I'll talk about some other benefits you can experience that I didn't necessarily experience because I wasn't going through certain things. So for example, if you're like down horrendous or down bad, for example, I made a video on that recently. You can check that one out after this one. It's actually seen to improve depression symptoms. So after taking a cold shower every day, researchers have concluded that the depression symptoms have reduced, which is quite good, and it also makes you more adaptable to stress and anxiety because you're putting yourself through a little bit of stress every day, so you're more adapted to that situation, which follows on from what I said about the mental hardening aspect. If you're putting yourself through something that you find uncomfortable every single day, when something uncomfortable arises, you're going to be adapted. Your body is actually going to be mentally and physically adapted to deal with that, which is quite helpful in my opinion. Another benefit that you can experience, and actually I forgot to talk about this one, I experienced a little bit of it as well, is because I achieved better focus and like increased willpower. I would say that's a benefit. That makes more sense because I've read something now and it says that because you have to kind of focus on breathing in and out when you're taking the cold shower, so you just don't go into full panic mode. It helps get rid of the CO2 in your body, meaning your body is more clean, more fresh, and means that you can actually develop that breathing technique when you're actually trying to do something else. So let's say in a stressful situation, but then you don't know what to do, you're going to be more adapted to like breathing in and out, getting those big breaths in and out, so that you can feel less stress in those kind of situations. About the reduced levels of CO2 in your body, a reduced level of CO2 also actually helps you concentrate a little bit more because there's less CO2. I'm not sure exactly why this is. I'll probably do a little bit of more research. I'll probably put in the comments below. Okay, I did a bit of research and I've just seen that increased CO2 levels have been seen to cause increased amount of headaches, increased amount of dizziness. So limiting your CO2 levels should actually reduce the amount of dizziness and headaches you have, hence making you more focused. I
think that's what it meant by how cold showers making you breathe in and out more, releasing more CO2 can actually help be more focused, if that makes sense. I hope I've cleared that misconception up
about why that is the case, but that's also a benefit that you can actually experience if you actually undertake this cold shower journey. Yeah. Okay, so but you don't always have to take them in the morning. You can actually take them post-workout, as that's what kind of ice baths, if you've seen like athletes taking ice baths, that's basically the same kind of premise, because it helps reduce muscle soreness after you work out, for example. So if you can't take it first thing in the morning, if you don't fancy going into a cold shower first thing in the morning, I suggest you actually do it after your workout to actually reduce like inflammation and decrease muscle soreness in your muscles. I probably should do that as well. Maybe I'll take one in the morning and one after I do my workout in the evening, but that's, come on, I probably should do that. I'm gonna say it's an excuse, I don't, but that's just poor for me for not doing that, if that makes sense. I've waffled on about the benefits, but there's just, let me tell you actually how to implement it into your daily routine so it's not too difficult to actually do every day. So what I try to do is that I try to have a morning routine, as I made a video on previously. I try to have a morning routine, and then that morning routine consisted of many different things, and due to the method of habit stacking, which I read in some book, I think it's Atomic Habits, and habit stacking, I ended up doing like 5 different things in the morning, and they had to be in a certain order, unless I just didn't feel like my morning went well, if that made sense, and I actually felt like I completed something in the morning. So to actually like close off, what I'm trying to say is that try and have more than one thing that you do in the morning, for example, not just a cold shower, because it's kind of easy to skip. But if you have like a whole morning routine, it's going to be quite difficult to skip all of that out. You're going to be more inclined to complete the cold shower after you have to do something else, such as like meditation, the morning meditation, or you have to do a set of pull-ups or push-ups, for example. So that's what I'm trying to say, trying to incorporate it into something that you usually do every day, so it's more easier for you to do. Also, for actually using the cold shower, what I started off is, for the first few days I did it from hot to cold. So I was in the hot water for a little bit, then after I changed to the cold water, because I felt like, I think I had to like ease up. Maybe that was just a bit of weakness on my part, but I felt like I had to actually ease up into like the cold shower. But also before, I spent like 2-3 minutes in the shower that was cold, but then after, as time went on, I became more adapted and I spent longer in the shower, and I just started on cold water to start off with, because I actually got more calloused, my mind got more calloused and swag and stuff. But yeah, that's how I would say you should start the cold shower. Start off not starting off warm, but like lukewarm, for example, so like it's bearable, it doesn't make you like, you don't send into a panic attack. But then afterwards, maybe as you get more used to it, you should do it more cold, because this is what I think what I was trying to say in that segment was a bit off, so I'm going to try and explain a little bit here. What I'm trying to say is that you need to start off with the water. You don't need to, but I suggest you start off with the water lukewarm and then eventually change to cold. But then after a while, you're going to be adapted, so you're going to be easier. It's going to be easier for you to change to cold straight away. But this is just a way I would suggest beginners that want to start taking cold showers should do it, because most people can't go into the cold straight away because it's too foreign for most of us. But yeah, another misconception, clear that up. I would say that it's not like a 30 days thing, it's probably more of a lifestyle thing. Maybe I won't do it every day. Actually, I'll probably do it every day, but I think that it's more of a lifestyle thing, not a thing that you do for a set period of time and stop, because it's not really beneficial if you just do it for the benefits. That makes no sense. It's not really beneficial if you do it for a short period of time and then stop, because the benefits you experience are just gonna stop as well with the cold shower. Yeah. Okay, I'm done with talking now. I'm gonna close off the video soon. This is Sunday upload. I might upload a little bit more because gyms are opening, and yeah, I'm trying to get back in there like swimwear bars. But next video is probably going to be the 400 push-ups a day video, so look forward to that. That might come out in the next week, maybe next Sunday or maybe during the week, because I finish it on Wednesday or Thursday, I think. But I'm a bit busy on Wednesday and a little bit busy on Thursday, so that might have to be delayed, but I'll see if I can get it out to you real quick. And I appreciate you, man, for sticking around and watching me talk about pouring cold water on yourselves. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'm gonna go and do some work. I'm probably gonna edit this because I'm recording this Sunday and usually record on Saturday, but yeah, I'm gonna edit this and I'll catch you later in a bit. Safe, take care.